Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Brad SK22 channel and welcome back for some more reaction madness. Today we've got something completely different. I know recently we've reacted to some film trailers and some other stuff. Today I want to react to a channel that is based on Pixar. Pixar and Disney we all love. We've all grown up with Disney film, Pixar films, Monsters Inc., stuff like that. And how they have impacted us from thinking back to childhood to now. The video that I found and the video that I've wanted to react to for a while, but I haven't because I ain't known how to start the video. And I thought there's no time better than ever just to start watching it and see what you guys think of this video. But the video that we are watching is Pixar theories that will ruin your childhood. And I'm guessing there's 10 reasons why Pixar theories that will ruin your childhood. I'm sorry if this does. I thought it'd be very interesting to sit back and actually watch this. I am a big fan of Disney and Pixar. Like I said, I've grown up with a lot. This video is 26 minutes long itself. And I'm guessing with it being that long, it goes in depth of the theory. So let me know what you guys think of each theory down below in the comments. I'll pick your favourite theory out. I will put my thoughts on at the end of the theories and put my thoughts out there. But I don't know what theories they're going to put out. I haven't seen this. The only thing that I've seen is a photo of it. And it's got Mark Wazowski from Monsters Inc. on it. That's all I know. So I thought it'd be pretty interesting to sit down and actually watch this. So let's just go. If you like this video, smash the like button, subscribe, and comment, like I said, what you think of it down below. But let's get into it. This is Pixar theories that will ruin your childhood. Sorry if it ruins it, but it's probably going to ruin mine as well. Let's go!
Alright, coming in at number 10, we have the homunculus theory from Cars. Sure, I actually wasn't ready for this. Like, why do theorisy people with their brains need to go around making disturbing theories? Why can't they just enjoy movies?
Yeah, why can't you just enjoy Cars the movie? Why do you have to think of a theory?
Why? So Disney Pixar's Cars is a great film. I love it. It's set in an alternate kind of universe where humans don't exist, or they don't seem to. Maybe they did one day in the past, but they aren't around anymore. We never meet a human. The only sentient beings seem to be the cars themselves. And boats. I did see some boats. But mainly, it's cars. Hooray for cars. Cars as far as the eye can see. Cool. Weird, but, you know, it's a movie, so let's just let it go. Which is what some people should have done. Unfortunately, though, some people pointed out that if this is the case, if there are no humans around, then why do the cars have windows, door handles, mirrors, and a steering wheel? These are functions made for humans.
What? They obviously, I would think, because the cars obviously have that, so why would they miss the purpose of having windows, doors, handles, and mirrors? It's what cars nowadays have. So why wouldn't they put that in a Cars film? They've kind of made... I know the cars are pixelated, and you can obviously tell by the eyes that have been added in, but they wanted to somewhat bring the cars to life. The only way that you can do that is by making them realistic, so windows, doors, handles, mirrors, right?
Or a theory goes that humans are actually living inside the cars, and the car outer shell is like a strange exoskeleton.
What?
Remember the tiny alien in the person's head in Men in Black? It's a bit like that, but creepier. Someone has drawn a physiological diagram of what this would look like, and honestly, I don't like it. You can read pages and pages and pages of theory, and honestly, we don't...
What? Oh, so the eyes is like a projector of the eyes of the car. The brain is the engine. They've got are strapped up to the arse to the back. The legs are in a machine that I'm guessing are causing the wheels. I don't want to know where that is. Because does that mean your fluids control the car? And then you've got the arms for the front wheels. And is that how they speak? Who in the... Right. You have to be on some next level stuff to think of a theory like this for a Disney film about cars. How high do you have to be to actually think of a theory like this, but then do a drawing? How does this image come to your head while you're thinking of cars? Just enjoy the bloody film!
Time for the disturbing ins and outs, but I'll leave you with this. In the theory, they say that humans are lab-grown in amniotic vats and then embedded within an automotive exoskeleton. Coming in at
Oh my god. What? If that sets the standards for these, I'm going to be creeped out for all of them. I've already put my views apart on that one. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Moving on.
Number 9, Carl was dead all along in Up.
No, we don't need to ruin Up. The wilderness must be explored. Let's not ruin Up. Oh god. How can he have been dead all the time?
Super sad and morbid theory out there that goes that Carl, the lovely grumpy old man, died the night after the courts tell him he has to leave his home in his sleep. Everything else is said to be his adventure to heaven to be with his dead wife Ellie. Russell is said to be his guardian angel, but an angel in practice who needs to earn his wings. In the movie, he needs a badge for assisting the elderly to become a senior wilderness explorer.
Yeah.
The theory says that Carl's guardian angel is a child because he and Ellie were never able to have one.
Oh no. They lost a baby because if you watch Up, as they grow older, you see them trying to have one. So is that meant to be like an angel of their son? Is that what you're telling me?
So sad. The house that Carl and Russell fly away in is said to represent Carl's physical attachment to the present world, and floating up is said to represent his transformation from the real world to the spirit world. Paradise Falls in the movie is said to be the gates of heaven, which Carl eventually reaches. Was he dead this whole time? It seems the theory started on Reddit and ballooned from there. Pardon the pun, I'm honestly just trying to quell my pain with humour. Coming in.
So you're telling me, let me get this... I want to get this right before I move on. You're saying Carl died before they tried taking him into a home. Him leaving and the house having the balloons and starting to flow up, his progress of him going to heaven. The gateway of heaven is in Paradise Falls, and the kid was sent to be an angel. But you missed something out. One, why was there talking dogs on this journey? Two, why was there a bird on this journey? Like, if this was his journey to the heavens, why did they have another human? Why did they have all these talking dogs? And why did they have a bird? I really don't get this.
At number 8, Boo grows up to be a witch. This is a Monsters Inc. and Brave collaboration theory. Right, so this one involves time travel and a bit of a stretch of the imagination, but bear with me. So basically, I never thought that cute little Boo would turn out to be the witch in Brave. Like, what? It seems that...
I've heard about this, and I'm not too sure what I think of it. I might need your guys' help and your guys' opinions on this. I have heard when Brave came out that Boo was the witch from Brave, and because she went through all the Monsters Inc. film, and she learnt to get over her fears, and how Boo's really good at, when she was a kid in Monsters Inc., going to one place and coming out the other. And then in Brave, the witch has a little cottage, Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Brave. If you haven't, where have you been? But she has a little cottage and gives the princess something to help between the problem between her and the mother. But when the princess goes back, she's not there. Everything's disappeared. She goes back that same night and everything's gone. So it's like she was there and then next minute she wasn't. So they're all thinking Boo was the witch. Let me know what you guys think down below.
There is an Easter egg in Brave that has got people cooking up a terrifying theory.
Yeah.
It seems that there's a wood carving of a monster that looks a lot like Sully in the witch's cabin. Boo and the witch do, after all, have the same colour eyes. So basically, the theory goes that Boo spent her life looking for Sully, which led her to go through many, many doors, a la Monsters, Inc. In the end, one door took her to the past, and she learned to time travel. Remember the scene in Brave when the witch goes through a door and disappears?
I never realised that. Why have I never realised that? What? I've seen the film multiple times. I have never realised this would.
Is it Boo? She'd know how to do this. There are further suggestions that the witch has seen the future. She carves a pizza van from wood. Again, she carves the Sully. Maybe she's looking for him, allegedly. Honestly, I can't fathom Sweet Boo being a baddie, but good theory. Coming into...
But they always put little stuff from different films in their films. It doesn't mean that Boo could be the witch. They always put little snips. Like Toy Story. The one that I mostly know, and only recently because my son is obsessed with Pixar and Disney. In Toy Story, you've got the pizza truck that drives with the rocket on top. But in Coco, you've got the van going across with music playing. And in Coco, there's a family that don't like music because of the past. So it shows little tweaks of that. But they've always done that. It doesn't... To me, that don't seem like, oh, you let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Number 7, we have another Monsters, Inc. theory. This one is like a collaboration with Monsters, Inc. and Toy Story. Is Randall Andy's monster? In the first and second Toy Story movies, Andy is the perfect age for a monster. In Monsters, Inc., monsters go around scaring kids just like Andy to help generate power.
Yeah.
Now we know that Disney and Pixar love a good Easter egg, and if you look closely, it seems they may have dropped a hint about what goes bump in the night in Andy's room while his toys are sleeping or motionless. This theory was pointed out by the Super Carlin brothers, who I absolutely love. Have a look at this. Now, this does look a lot like Andy's famous cloud wallpaper, does it not? Also, is this Andy's door?
Holy what?
It's about what goes bump in the night in Andy's room while his toys are sleeping or motionless. This theory was pointed out by the Super Carlin brothers, who I absolutely love. Have a look at this. Now,
but if that looks totally different to me, or they done that on purpose. Oh. Weird.
This does look a lot like Andy's famous cloud wallpaper, does it not? Also, is this Andy's door in the door lineup? Randall may have been Andy's monster all along. Ugh, Randall. Coming into number 6.
I don't know what to say about that one. You guys comment down below what you think, but I don't even know what to say about that.
Andy's dad was murdered, another Toy Story theory. So we've had a bit of news about this from the Disney Pixar camp, but before we talk about what may have been confirmed or denied, I want to talk about this worrying theory. It seems that a fan of the franchise on Reddit posted that they thought Andy's dad, who we never meet, is dead. It wouldn't be surprising, would it, knowing that Disney...
You never see the dad, so you can't presume that he was dead. Well, you can presume, but, you know, he could have just left him. But it don't... Okay.
Disney is basically the parent killers of the ages, like dead, 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 always dead, at least one parent dead anyway. So the theory goes that Andy's dad was a police officer, but he was shot and killed on duty, hence Andy's obsession with male authority figures. We see Andy and his family move home. Maybe this is because of his dad's death. Another theory says that he died from polio, but Toy Story creator Andrew Stanton wrote that this was actually complete and utter fake news. What is going on with his dad then? Tell us, Andy. Andrew Stanton. Coming into
So, if it's fake news, why is the theory still getting mentioned? Like I said, the dad was never introduced in any of the films or mentioned. The dad... She could have been an only mum, and the dad could have just left. So, but what's that got to do with anything?
Number 5, Wally is actually evil. Actually, honestly...
Wally. Really? You're going after a robot now?
Refuse to believe this one. This is pretty long and it's like quite intense to go into. I just don't want to believe it as well because Wally is so cute. Nonetheless, a number of fans out there have pointed out that it is almost impossible for the Earth to become overrun by trash by accident. Some fans say that the Wally unit went rogue and destroyed all of the other Wally units over a 700-year murder spree. Apparently this is why there is so much waste. There's only one robot around and we see him cannibalizing parts of his fellow units at the beginning of the movie. Wally can't be a murderer, can he? Coming in.
So at the beginning of the movie, you see Wally going round, doing what he does every single day, shoving parts in him to contain rubbish and turning them into squares. Are you saying that the unit that Wally could come from, there was more of him, and because of the trash, it's dead Wallies, and he's just compacting them, so he's killing them? Oh, I don't know what to think about that. Oh, what do you guys think?
At number 4, Toy Story is an allegory for the Holocaust.
How many Toy Story ones, man? God, Jesus.
Dustin Hoffman of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually drew some pretty convincing parallels between the Holocaust and Toy Story 3. They argued that the toys are a symbol of the Jewish people who were left behind by the Allies in World War II. The toys, as you will remember, tried to seek refuge in the attic, striking a reference to Anne Frank. In the end, they are offloaded to the Sunnyside Daycare Centre, which turns out to be a lot like a prison or a concentration camp. There's then the whole incinerator scene, which Hoffman links to the final solution and the death camps. Pretty heavy and terrifying stuff. In the end, the toys are saved by well-doing aliens. Now, a lot of Jews were actually freed from concentration camps at the end of the war, although of course 6 million weren't. Some fans who have jumped on the Toy Story Holocaust bandwagon have gone as far as to say that actually the toys did die in the incinerator and the alien rescue is actually their journey to the afterlife. What about Toy Story 4 then? I don't know.
Oh my God. So, people are saying it's the Holocaust because the toys in Toy Story 3 go in like a garbage disposal where they burn all the trash. But because the toys have ended up being there, it's them. And the toys could be Jews. Hold on, let's not forget that. And then they die. And the little alien guys, they save them, but it's them going to their deaths. Why does everything have to be about death? I know this video is to ruin your childhood, but why death? Out of everything, why death? All of it is mostly death. Dad gone. You know, death, toys, death. But she made a point. What about Toy Story 4? Or did they probably made the theory before Toy Story 4 even got announced or anything like that. But how would the theory go on with Toy Story 4 now? Is that their journey to heaven? I don't know.
Coming into number 3, Nemo from Finding Nemo is dead.
Really? Another dead theory. Nemo is dead. Nemo lost his father in sea. He travelled the whole film to try and find his father. He met Dory on the way. But he tried going to see his father. Why does Nemo have to be dead?
In a sixth sense style plot twist, some people think that Nemo is dead. Now, according to a popular internet theory, Nemo also died when his mum was killed in the shark attack at the beginning. Basically, Nemo's mum and all of their eggs were killed at the very beginning of the movie, except for one.
Yeah.
Basically, though, the theory says that it was all in Marlin's head, and in an attempt to cope with the tragedy, he imagined one of the eggs was left. Now, he dreams up Nemo, a dependent fish who in theory would never leave him, but it all goes wrong, such are the lows of depression. In the end, Marlin accepts his grief. Apparently, Nemo means nothing in Latin, and some theorists basically went from there. We have another Finding Nemo theory up next. This one is actually even more horrifying, so kids, please close your ears for the love of all things holy.
Oh my god, another Nemo thing. So, Marvin created this life that there's one leg left. Nemo was born from it, his son that he never had, and because they lost ways, it was the depression and the grief of losing his child. How would you describe the end of the film, though? Because they meet each other again. So is that the happiness that comes at the end of the grieving? Is that what the theory is all about? But I'm guessing there is another one, so I'm guessing this is going to kind of explain it.
Into number 2, Nemo would have had sex with his... Actually, do you know what? I just can't say it. I'm not going to say it. I won't. So basically, this is both a theory and a biological fact. Nemo is a clownfish.
Yeah.
All clownfish are born as hermaphrodites with both sexual organs. They develop into male or females depending on their social experience. And in the clownfish world, females are dominant. Who run the world? Female clownfish, that's who. But basically, they can also change sex when need be. It seems if Nemo's mum had died, Marlin, his dad, would have turned into a female to become more dominant and protect his offspring. Then his dad turned mum and Nemo would have mated because...
Oh, no. Oh my god. Nemo. You're saying Nemo and his father had sex. You're saying Marvin turned into a woman to protect his offspring, but when Nemo grew up, he turned into a male. But from the last theory, if it was all in Marvin's head, why would that happen? Why make two different theories up that don't connect? At one hand, you've got when Marvin passes, when his mother and all the eggs die, and he makes up this world about Nemo surviving from one egg, to another theory that Nemo would have sex with his father/mother because he's a clownfish. How does that wrap around someone's head?
Fish don't understand incest. Then, if Nemo's dad/mum had died, Nemo would have changed into a female and mated with another male. Cool. Sometimes science is scarier than a horror movie. Finally, coming into...
Right, what I don't get is, I'm 8 minutes long into this video. It's taken me a while because I've stopped and stopped. There's 17:52 minutes left and we're going back to one theory. This is the last theory, so why is it this long?
Number 1, we have the dead friends theory.
Why is everything about death? What is this world come to?
There's a lot of Toy Story in this list, but let's face it, Toy Story is the most popular Pixar creation, and there are 3 of the movies, soon to be 4. So as we know,
well, there's 4 now.
Toy Story, toys drop down motionless when humans come into a room.
Yeah.
Humans play with the toys, and the toys pretend not to be sentient.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever thought about this? Illumise wrote on Tumblr, if the toys in Toy Story died, the kids would keep playing with them like normal, but the other toys would be playing with their dead friends. What the hell? Honestly, what the hell indeed? My question is though, can toys in Toy Story die? Like, if they're dropped from a great height, would that kill a toy? Like, probably not. So unless they're burnt like they almost were, how can they die anyway? Although I think back and I remember the mutant toys, like, I guess that's pretty messed up. Sid was a horrible, horrible kid. They're kind of like living corpses, a bit human centipede-y, but in Toy Story, this is so dark and none of them can speak. So dark. Honestly, Pixar, you've done it again.
What? Why? I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. How do people come up with this crap?
Babadook is from Monsters, Inc. So we know that in Monsters, Inc., monsters harness this...
Oh, this is another 10. I will stop this here, and if you want to see the other 10 theories, comment down below and smash the like button if you guys want to see it. Let me know what you think of these 10 theories down below. If you want to see the other 10 theories, smack the like button, subscribe and comment down below, and I will gladly upload it for you guys. I might need a break from watching the theories, but I will record it and come back to you guys if you want to see it. But it has been your boy Brad SK22. Until the next video, guys, stay safe, stay well, and peace.